Well, it's been about 20 hours. Make sure I don't fall off this rock here. I got up this morning at, I think it was about 6:30, so that would have been 12 hours. Was hoping to see the whole rock blown into a million pieces. No, I just knew that wasn't going to happen, but I came out here and didn't see anything. So wasn't too enthusiastic at that point. But now it's been 20 hours, so it's about 2:30, and I just came out and I actually see some cracks. So I'll show you what I got. So you can see there's cracks here. All the way over to there. Here's another one that I drilled, so it looks like there's a crack running somewhere. This one here, which was about half the 1.5 inch size, and the other half of the hole was 1 inch, but it's cracked down there. Can't really tell much. Oh, right there's one. This one was again about a 1/2 and 1/2, so it's cracked somewhat down here. It's going over to this other hole, which was a 1 incher. This one, well, that's interesting. It like made a powder. It's cracked up here, fairly good. And it goes around. I got 3 holes down here. I don't see a whole lot, but it might be under this section. And then I thought I had another one here. Maybe I didn't. Might just be that one I'm thinking of, but it goes up. It's hard to tell. Maybe connects there. Goes through here. And that's cracked. Where else? So that one was a pretty, I think, a full 1.5 inch hole. Doesn't look that much better than the other ones, but it does radiate out. And then, oh, here's the other one that I had. So it's cracked here. It goes down there. Up this way. So that looks somewhat promising. Around the side here, you can see from this hole, cracks propagate here, goes down this way, hits it there, then goes down to here. And then there's natural cracks or folds or whatever you would call it. I was kind of hoping it would just shoot all the way through. That didn't happen. And then these are the one here, one here, one here. I don't see a whole lot. There might be something down there. I don't see anything down here. Again, I was hoping if I really got lucky, it would come down and just chop it right through, but I might have to drill a couple more holes on the side here. Well, and in general, I might have to drill a bunch more holes anyways. So right now, if this is all I get, it looks like it's definitely cracked, made some weak spots, but it hasn't knocked the rock apart, that's for sure. So best case scenario, actually worst case scenario, it stops how it is. I'm gonna have to come out here with the jackhammer and hope there's enough weak spots that I can start chipping it apart, hopefully in chunks. Probably have to drill more holes and do another round of this or two to get it down to the bottom, which is really not good timing because it's, I think, 73 degrees today, so it's definitely warming up. Best case scenario, when I looked on the manufacturer's website, they did say you could do 1-inch holes. You needed to put them closer, and it would probably take longer, like up to 2 days for it to crack. So I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that it's not done, and that maybe by tomorrow some of these cracks will be more pronounced and hopefully longer, and I can get in here and not have to kill myself to get the rest of this rock out. So there's my 20-hour update. We'll see how it goes, whether I have to, well, I'm assuming I'm gonna have to do more, but how much more drilling I'm gonna have to do is still very much an open question, but at least it's doing something. So not a complete failure. All right, 7 o'clock in the morning on day 2. I have a feeling it's probably done, but I'll show you the progress of the cracks. There's one. You can see it's gotten much bigger. Comes down here. I think it's split apart here. This comes in here. You can see the size of this. Goes up to this hole, which this was my biggest hole I had. Down here. Cracks here. One goes up there. I should have put a hole down here. I don't see anything. I drilled this. This is the one that didn't have a bottom in it, so I didn't fill it. That blew out. Let's see here. Pretty good size. Cracks to there. Oh, look at this. Looks like I can get that part out. Now, that's interesting. Apparently these millipedes or whatever they are must like this lime. It looks like it might have cracked this way. Oh, there's a crack. I think I just heard it cracking. Huh. That's good. Problem I'm gonna have is from here to here, that's a big rock. Not sure how that's gonna work with the excavator. Let's see if I can get up in my Birkenstocks. All right, so we come down here, pretty big. This one down here goes all the way up here, so that means I should be able to break this into somewhat manageable pieces. Looks like this thing here is a chunk, and a pretty good size going out there. So I don't know. I guess I'll be getting the jackhammer out. Let's see if I can make it smaller. Maybe I need to bring the excavator up here too and pull on it and see if I can get big chunks out of there. This piece right here will be about that large. That's a pretty good size rock. You can see here's the bolt that I had my maple stuff on before, which was more than twice my height up in the air. is basically up about the top of that, where that rock was. So it worked. At least worked somewhat. So we'll see what it looks like on the inside, but in the sun. But apparently killing myself with the drill looks like it paid off. So I'll get in the shade here. So now I'll have to see about getting this thing torn apart. All right, hopefully this is running. I almost forgot to film it, but it's now noon, second day. I'm guessing it's cracked about as much as it's going to. And while the bugs are eating me, I'm gonna see if I can get this thing apart with the excavator. heavy. I'm gonna move the camera. about as perfect as I could want. Didn't land perfect. Now I pushed it off with the other one. Probably down on my road down below. That went way down the hill. Well, I got really the worst of what I needed out. Anything else after this is bonus. So I'm gonna probably try to get the jackhammer going and see if I can get some more off. So happy about that. Stuff was heavy. All right, well, in my never-ending rock saga, I didn't put the camera up, and I got the jackhammer out and had it up with the pallet and the generator. I don't know if it's in frame. And it started hitting the crack up at the top, and it opened up pretty good. The problem is my jackhammer ended up wedged pretty good up there. So what I've done, I don't know if you can see it, but I've taken the cord, tied it up around a knob. So I'm gonna try to get that rock loose with the excavator, and hopefully the jackhammer doesn't go tumbling down and get smashed. It'll get held up by the cord, but we'll see. Well, it worked. right, I'm gonna see if I can put the camera over where the rock will fall. No guarantees though. Hopefully my phone doesn't fall out. All right, we'll see how that works. I don't know if that came out on camera, but it's almost exactly where I want it. I'd like it down another 8 feet or so. Problem is I can't reach. The other two, that's where I wanted them, but they ended up all the way down the hill down there. So probably on my lower road, which is like 400 or 500 feet below us. This will now slide eventually. I might get some more rocks on top of it and be able to push it, but right down to that big rock right there, which is perfect, because then if I keep filling dirt in here, it'll keep the dirt from continuing to go down the hill. So success. One bag of Dexpan. Got all that. You can see the drill holes where the Dexpan ended up. There's still, can't see where the other part went. So there's one here, one there. So I'm thinking I could probably get this rock off too. I'll give it a shot. Here's another one. You can see that this part looks like it's not even fully cured yet, so if I let it go another day, it might have broke even more. But right now I have to say I am very happy, because this is, if I can get this little corner off, I'm perfect. This should keep the rest of the rock hopefully up the hill. I need to get the excavator and see if I can dig all this dirt out here and get a tunnel going back to my other culvert. And I think I'll be back in business here, and hopefully I won't have the Dolly Sod swamp sitting here in my driveway just making a giant mushy mess. So I'm gonna see if I can hold it here. I'm gonna call it from here. Probably won't do another update, but if you know it looks awesome or something, I might snap on and make another real quick little update. So pretty happy.